Hello friends, today I am going to discuss the remaining questions of that is first chapter real numbers. So already I have discussed 25 questions in my previous videos. Now I am going to discuss the remaining questions from this exercise, that is MCQ questions. Now this is question number 26. The list number that is divisible by all the numbers from 1 to 5 both inclusive. Both inclusive means here 1 to 5, that is the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the number which is divisible by all these three numbers. Definitely we have to find the LCM of 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The question is, we have to find the least number which is divisible by all these 5 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here the answer is 60. 60 is the LCM of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore our correct option is option B, 60. That is in the pattern of the question, whenever you have to find anything least, you have to find the LCM. Here the question is least number which is divisible by all the 5 numbers from 1 to 5, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That is, you have to find the LCM of 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and which is 60. So the correct option is option B. Now next question, the least number that is divisible by all the numbers 1 to 8 both include. So same thing, that is as per previous question, we have to find LCM of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. LCM of these 8 numbers from 1 to 8. So by any method we can find the LCM of this number. That is same as previous question. In previous question the numbers were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here the numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So here correct option is 840. If we find the LCM of these 8 numbers, we get 840, which is divisible by all these 8 numbers. So every number is divisible by 1 and this is divisible by 2 given number. So sum of the digits 12 divisible by 3, 2-digit form, that is if we check the test of divisibility by all these 8 numbers. So 840 is the least number which is divisible by all these 8 numbers. So our correct option is option A, that is 840. Now let us move to the next question. That is question number 28. Here it is given, that is the decimal expansion of the number. Numerator is 14587 and denominator is 250. Denominator is 250. So that is the decimal expansion of the rational numbers will terminate after. So now the number, this is denominator is 250 and numerator is 14587. Numerator is 14587, whatever it may be numerator, and there is no common factor between numerator and denominator. If we factorize, that is denominator, if we write in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n, we get that is 250. If we find the factors of this 2 into 125, 125 can be written 5 cube. So that is, if any number can be written, that is 3 by cube form, after that is, this is if this is in the simplest form, if q can be expressed in the form of 2 to the power n, 5 to the power n, 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n, that is the number will terminate after the maximum of this, that is maximum of m and n. So here this is 1, nothing is there, that is a to the power 1 equal to a, that is 2 to the power 1 equal to 2. So here maximum power of 2 and 5 is 3. So the number will terminate after 3 places of decimal. After 3 places of decimal. So that is, say, after simplifying whatever the number we get, say 12.375, that is 3 places of decimal, this will completely terminate. So the form of the number, decimal form of the number will be like this, not exactly this. So that is, if we divide whatever the number after, say it will become 14587, that is the number, no, 2 is there, so we have to, that is multiplied by 4. So the number will terminate after 3 places of decimal, so the correct option is option C. The correct option is option C. Now next question. The decimal expansion of the number, here it is given 97 by this is 97 by 2 into 5 to the power 4. So this is 4 places of decimal. 4 places of decimal. The number will, since the maximum power of 2 and 5 is 4, so the number will terminate after 4 places of decimal, and the correct option is D. Correct option is option D. Now next question. Next question is, the product of two consecutive natural number is always. Now product of two consecutive natural number is, now when we say consecutive, that is, if we write this is 21 into 22, this is the consecutive. Now when we take any two consecutive numbers, out of these two numbers, one will be even, another will be odd. So definitely the answer will be even. Product of one odd and one even number will be even. Always even. So if we multiply 21 by 22, we get this is an even number. So option B is the correct option. Now let us move to the next question. Next question is, the HCF of 408 and 1032 is expressible in the form of 1032 into 2 plus 408 into P. Then the value of P is, that is, according to Euclid's lemma, whatever the HCF of any two given numbers, which can be expressed as a linear combination of both the numbers. So here HCF of 408 and 1032, that is, if we find the HCF of these two numbers by any method, we get this HCF of these two numbers will be 24 by any method. That is, I think division method would be better for this number. So after finding the HCF, the HCF is the linear combination of the given two numbers. That is, here the combination is given 1032 into 2 plus 408 into P, and you have to find the value of P. So if HCF is 24, that is 24 can be expressed in the form, then what is the value of P? So after that, if we solve this is a linear equation, we get value of P is minus 5. Value of P is minus 5. So that is, according to Euclid's lemma, HCF of any two given numbers can be expressed always this form. So now definitely out of this whatever, that is, one number is given 2, another 3, definitely one will be positive, another will be negative. So since this is given positive, this P will be negative, but in the option there are two negative values, minus 5 and minus 4. So the correct option is minus 5. Now next question is, the number in the form of 40 plus 3, where P is a whole number, will always be even or odd and multiple of 3. So now 40 plus 3. This is 40 plus 3. So whatever the value of P, where P is a whole number, it may be even odd, no problem, this is a whole number. So now, then, that is, which can be written, we can write 40 plus 3 can be written 2 plus 1. Now from this we can take 2 common, this is 2p plus 1 plus. So, if we write this in the form of m plus 1, so which is always odd. Whatever the value of m, this is m. So, this is always odd. So, yeah, the correct option is option B. Option B is the correct option. So, this number is odd. 4p plus 3 is always for any value of p. And value of p is given 4. So, now let us move to the next question. Next question is, when a number is divided by 7, its remainder is always. So now when we divide any number, that is a equal to bq plus r, here r should be less than b and greater than equal to 0. So when we divide this 7, b is 7, so always remainder will be less than 7. That is, the correct option is option C, less than 7. Now let us move to the next question. That is HCF of 16 and y equal to 8 and LCM of 16 and y equal to 48, then the value of y. That is, here it is given HCF of 16 and y equal to 8 and LCM of 16 and y equal to 48. What is the value of y? What is the value of y? So we can use the formula, that is, here 16 and y are two numbers. There HCF is 8 and LCM is 48. So that means 16 into y, product of two numbers equal to product of their LCM into HCF. That is, y equal to 8 into 48 divided by 16. So if we cut, this is 3. Then the number is 24. 8 is the 24. There the correct option is A. Option A is the correct option. That is, the value of y should be 24. That is, HCF of 16 and 24 will be 8 and LCM of 16 and 24 will be 48. 8 is common. 2 and 3. 2 into 3 is 6 into 8, 48. Now let us go to the next question. According to the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, if t, a prime number, then it is given a prime number, is divisible by b square, where b is greater than 0, then t is divides b divides t square divides b square divides t square. So now, that is, see, the question is once again, that is, according to the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, if t is a prime number, divides b square, that is, if t is a prime number, divides b square, t is a prime number, divides b square, then according to the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, if t, a prime number, divides b square, that is, if t divides b square, then by the fundamental t divides b, that is, t divides b, and t should be prime number, then the correct option is t divides b. Option A is the correct option, that is, t divides b, or we can write b is divisible by t. That is, if b square is divisible by t, then b is also divisible by t, provided that t should be a prime number. This is the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Now let us move to the next question. The number pi is, this is well known fact, that is, the number pi is an irrational number. So option C is the correct option. The number pi, we know, that is, pi is used to find the circumference of any circle and area of any circle. That is, area of a circle is pi r square, where r is the radius, and circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, where r is the radius of the circle. So pi is an irrational number. That is, option C is the correct option. LCM of 77 and 99 is 693, and HCF of 77 and 99 is, so here we can use the result, that is LCM into HCF equal to product of two numbers, or directly we can find that is 77 and 99. The common factor of 77 and 99 is 11. So option A is the correct option. Option A is the correct option. That is, LCM is given 693. LCM of 77 and 99, and HCF we have to find, that is, we can use the formula LCM into HCF product equal to product of two numbers, or directly here HCF of 77 and 99 is 11. So option A is the correct option. Now let us move to the next question. Euclid's division lemma states that for two positive integers a and b, there exists a unique integer q and r such that a equal to bq plus r, then that is a equal to bq plus r, a equal to bq plus r, then r is less than b and greater than equal to 0. That is, when any number is divides by b, quotient is q and remainder is r, this r should be less than divisor, and it may be greater than or equal to 0. The correct option is option D. Option D is the correct option. It should be equal to 0, but it cannot be equal to divisor. It should be less than divisor. So option D is the correct option. Now let us move to the next question. Yes, next question is, for any positive integers a and b, there exist a unique integers q and r such that a equal to 3q plus r, where r must satisfy this. A equal to 3q, say as previous question, 3q plus r. That means r should be strictly less than 3 and greater than equal to 0. Now we have to check from the options which is the correct option. That is, here the correct option is option A. Option A is the correct option. That is 0 less than equal to r and strictly less than 3. So that is, when any number is divides by 3, when we divide any number by 3, then remainder should be less than 3. It may be equal to 0. So according to Euclid's lemma, we can write any number a equal to bq plus r, where r is equal r is less than 0, but it may be greater than or equal to 0, less than divisor. That is, here divisor is 3. That is, when we divide any number by 3, remainder cannot be equal to 3. It should be less than 3. So now let us move to the next question. Yes. So here, when tabular form is given, we have to find the value of y. So this x and y, the value of x and y. So here it is given y, that is by tree method, that is y4, and this is x, and this is 3 and 7. 3 and 7. Definitely this is 21, x equal to 21, and 21 for the, this is 84. That is, the correct option is x equal to 21 and y equal to 84. Now from the options, so option B is the correct option, that is value of x is 21 and value of y is 84. So as we find the factors by tree method, whatever the tabular form is given, here value of x is 21 and value of y is 84. Now let us move to the next question. That is, HCF of A and B is 12 and A into B equal to 1800. Then LCM of A and B, which one is the correct option? HCF is 12 and LCM is, and A into B equal to 1800. Then LCM equal to, that is LCM equal to 1800 divided by HCF, and HCF is given 12. So if we divide this by 12, we get 1, then 6, this is 5, 0, that is 150. 150. The correct option is option C. The correct option is option C, that is using the property LCM into HCF equal to product of two numbers. The product of the two numbers is given A into B 1800 and LCM is given, HCF is given 12. Therefore LCM equal to product of the number, two numbers divided by HCF. So after simplifying we get 150 and the correct option is option C. Now let us move to the next question. Next question is, if m to the power n equal to 32. So now here it is given m to the power n equal to 32. So now in this case, so that is the possible, we cannot find in this situation solving the value of m and n, but by just arranging, if we write 2 to the power 5 equal to, this is 32, that is m equal to 2 and n equal to 5. So 2 to the power 5 equal to 32. Then the question is n to the power m n, that is n to the power m n. That is, what is the value of n? 5 to the power m n, that is 10. So now this is a very big number. We have to multiply 5 10 times. So if we multiply 5 10 times, the correct option is option A. 900 not 976 5625. The correct option is option A. That is, you have to multiply 5 10 times. So this is a very large number. So that the correct option is option A. So from this we cannot solve this, but by just arranging 2 to the power 5 equal to 32, that is, if we take the value of m equal to 2 and value of n equal to 5, then whatever we have to find, that is n to the power mn. N is 5 whole to the power 2 into 5 10, that is 5 to the power 10. So you have to multiply 5 10 times, 5 into 5 into 5 like this. Then the value of the required value is 9765625. So option A is the correct option. Now let us move to the next question. Next question is, the decimal expansion of 17 by 8 will terminate after this. Very easy question, 17 by 8. So this can be written 17, 8 can be written 2 to the power 3. So here 5 to the power 0. Nothing is there, 5 to the power 0. So this will terminate after 3 places. 3 places of decimals. After 3 places, that is maximum power of either 2 or 5. This one is maximum. After this place of decimal, the number will terminate. So here option C is the correct option. Now let us move to the next question. The decimal expansion of pi is, now pi is irrational number, so this is non-terminating and non-repeating. Option B is the correct option, as the definition of irrational number is non-terminating, non-repeating decimal numbers are known as irrational numbers, and we know the pi is an irrational number. So option B is the correct option, that is non-terminating and non-repeating. Now next question, that is HCF. If HCF of 55 and 99 is expressible in the form of 55m minus 99, then the value of m. That is, if we find that is HCF of 55 and 99. Definitely this is 11. This is HCF of 55 and 99 is 11. Then whatever the form is given, that is 55m minus 99. So definitely m equal to 2. M equal to 2. Why 2? That is HCF is 11. So 11 can be written 55 into 2, 110 minus 99 is equal to 11. So option B is the correct option. Option B is the correct option. Now next question. Given LCM of 91 and 26 is 182, then HCF of 91 and 26 is directly we can find. So 91 and 26, 30. So option A is the correct option. Or using the property LCM into HCF equal to product of two numbers 91 into 26, and simplifying we can find. But here 91 and 26, this is both two digit number, easily we can find. Their HCF is 13. So option A is the correct option. Option A is the correct option. Now let us move to the next question. So decimal expansion of this 441 divided by 2 to the power 2, that is 2 square 5 cube 7. So this is 441 divided by 2 square 5 cube 7. So now the question is the decimal expansion of this number. Here it was not mentioned after how many places it will terminate. So decimal expansion and options are given: terminating decimal, non-terminating decimal. Now since 7 is there, this is definitely non-terminating. So non-terminating but repeating. So option B is the correct option. Option B is the correct option. If we divide any number by 7, this is non-terminating but it will repeat. Since every rational numbers will repeat after some places of decimal, it may be 3 place, 2 place, 5 place. So if we divide any number by 7, we observe that it repeats after 6 places of decimal. So option B is the correct option, non-terminating but repeating. So now let us go to the next question. If A equal to 2n plus 13, B equal to n plus 7, where n is a natural number, then HCF of A and B. So now, if we substitute the value of n 1, 2, 3 and proceed, so we observe that here value of, that is HCF of this, both are co-prime. So here option B is the correct option. Their HCF will be 1. So that is, if we put here n is given natural number, if we put n equal to 1, so that is A is given 2n plus 13. If we put n equal to 1, what we get? 2 into 1, 2 plus 13, this is 15. And B is given n plus 7. N plus 7, if we put n equal to 1, so then we get 8. So now these two are co-prime numbers, 15 and 8, there is no common factor. So definitely HCF is 1. So that is option B is the correct option. Minus 1 to the power n plus minus 1 to the power 8n equal to 0. Then when n is any positive integer, so options are given. So this is minus 1 to the power n plus minus 1 to the power 8n equal to 0. So that means here this value is 0. So one should be negative, another should be positive. One should be minus 1. That is, we know minus 1 to the power any even number equal to 1, and minus 1 to the power any odd number equal to minus 1. So here definitely n should be odd. If n is odd, then 8n will be even. So if n is odd, if n is say 3, minus 1 to the power 3, minus 1, and if we put n equal to 3, this is 8 into 3, 24. So minus 1 to the power even number. So this will be positive. Ultimately we will get 0. So definitely here value of n will be odd. Any. So the option is any odd natural number. So option B is the correct option. Now the next question. Question number 50. LCM of 12 and 42 is 10m plus 4. Then the value of n. LCM of 12 and 42. LCM of 12 and 42. And this is given 10m plus 4. This is given 10m plus 4. If we find the LCM of these two numbers, that is 12 and 42, after that, so what will be the LCM of this? That is definitely this is LCM of 12, this is 84. So definitely value of m will be 8. Value of m will be 8. So this is one simple expression given. If we express that is LCM of this, so we have to find the LCM of 12 and 42. This is 84. So now 84 can be written 10 into 8 plus 4, that is value of m equal to 8. So correct option is option B. Now next question. If n is a natural number, then exactly one of the numbers n plus 2, n plus 1 must be multiple of. So here see the question, n is a natural number, then exactly one of this, that is 3 consecutive numbers. Here it was written this is n, just to make it little bit critical. So n plus 2, n plus 1, that is this is nothing but n plus 1 and n plus 1 and n plus 2. 3 consecutive natural number. If n is natural, this is natural number. So now the question is this one exactly divisible by, if n is a natural number, then exactly one number of this must be multiple of. That is, if we write any 3 consecutive number, any 3, say 10, 11, 12. So, and if we write say 17, 18, 19. Here 2 numbers are divisible by 2 and here one number is divisible by 2, but in both the cases one number is divisible by, exactly one number is divisible by 2. When we write any 3 consecutive number, so one number exactly 1. So but if we start with even, last number is also even, there will be 2 numbers divisible by 2. If we start with odd, the last number will be also odd. So then exactly one number will be divisible by 2. But in both the cases, so we cannot write any other option. We can start, that is when we write any 3 consecutive number, we can start either with odd or with even. So in both the cases, exactly one number is divisible by 3. So here option B is the correct option. Here it is given exactly one number is divisible by 4. So option B is the correct option, that is 3.